The opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the Western Michigan Broncos Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Western Michigan's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched in most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral?
That's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Great place to start for this offense. Red pass, it's complete.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. And they're able to get him down. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll move the tight end to the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
In the red area, it's Shelton. There's some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
That's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's in for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnett. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll go right back to the run. Push down for the tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll take it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback may change this route. Running inside, it's Birch. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He'll try it again. Maybe increase. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for space. It's Birch. Still running at the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? The run inside. It's Hill. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Holmes. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit.
Number 91, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Gets the back moving. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. To the air, it's Lowry. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Broncos will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll leave it with him. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action. Rushes on him, and down he goes. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He's got great speed. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. After the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Buckley. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's Lowry. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
It is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Third and 6 yards to go. Gives it on the option. Makes it past the marker. Here's a little room there. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Walker. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking for a man, it's Holmes. Now sliding to his left. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, we're... Look at this Western Michigan offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Caught in the backfield, it's Parks. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the back. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking for room, it's Shelton. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to the well. He breaks a tackle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Birch. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Moving out to the right. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Maybe some room here. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. To the air, it's Holmes. Caught on the left side by Wilson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making checks. On the move. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Lowry. Grab near the sticks, it's Brooks. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Green. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Running inside, it's Green. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Fires on the move. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he could not get loose on the run. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Green. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Broncos are threatening in the red zone. To the air. It's Lowry. Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And the Broncos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Trying to get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Number 20, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Using his legs, it's Shelton. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 6 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Horned Frogs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Hey, guys, I can tell you that the home team coach told me at the half, listen, things have not been going right lately, but they have found some momentum here in this ball game. He said, I know we've got a lot of clock left, a lot of game left, but it all starts right now to continue to believe. They get the ball to start the second half, and we'll see if they take that first half momentum into the third. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Pocket breaking down. Safe completion on the screen. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Let's go down to the sideline, Holly.
Here on the Broncos sideline, one of the storylines that I am keeping track of right now is how is the running back performing? Coming off that loss last week, he really got banged up. And guys, I think it could impact his ball security, how he's cutting and moving on the field. I've got my eyes all over this, and I will keep you posted how this game progresses. Guys?
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. On the move, it's Green. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Gets it to the back. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. And the Broncos had this offense rolling. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay the... off and punch it in the end zone.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Doing it himself again. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Slams ahead. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying to impose their will with the run. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys?
Could be an alley. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Back to throw, it's Holmes. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Brooks. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Birch. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Fires toward the target. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team.
Number 91 on to kick it away.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Western Michigan sideline, guys, I have got my eyes on the running back who told me he is pretty banged up from that loss last week. He's got a lower body injury, something he will absolutely have to fight through. The athletic trainers have done the best they can to get him ready to go today, but this is a developing story. I will keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. The Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this
There's a crease. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. They'll line up for a second down play. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Lowry. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll send the back in motion. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need 6s.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback, but sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck, but that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch, and I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
The clock stops for the man who is slow to get up. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Back's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Goes to the option. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down.
Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Rides the back and leaves it. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option, the keeper. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. The play action fake. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down and run. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run at the very...
Finding some room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Walker. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. And how easy was that for this offense? Tight end just wide open on the outside.
And, Reese, one thing. I know this defense is concerned with all the speed offensively they've got at the wideout position, but you can't forget about the tight end. There's no way that guy should be that...
There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. To the ground. He's got it again.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down?
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this position. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Parks. Shakes a man and he might take off. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart that because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but...
Makes a grab past the marker. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Touchdown, Broncos! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And what a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Flips it out in the flat. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Creates a little room. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The option look. Might have a chance. The 10. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. If they can just hang on, they might be able to notch their first victory of the season.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. Coming out with it, it's Barnett. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Barnett. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Bringing the heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Parks. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Makes the grab on the left. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Got enough for the first. He works his way past the 1st down marker, and that will put this one away. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They're going to ride this running back. And he pulls off the hurdle and lives to tell about it after being knocked down immediately. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.